The best cable modems give you greater control over your home network, but they can also save you quite a lot of money over time. In the same way that upgrading to one of the best Wi-Fi routers does, purchasing your own cable modem means that you will no longer have to pay equipment rental fees to your internet service provider. Although they may seem small when you first sign up, these monthly rental fees from your ISP quickly add up over time. For instance, some companies charge as much as $14 a month to rent their networking equipment. Be sure to check out the links we've included. They'll take you straight to the latest discounts for every product we discuss in this video. Don't miss out on the best deals, so make sure to watch until the end so you don't miss any important details. So without further ado, let's dive in. Number 6. ARRIS SURFboard SB6183. The ARRIS SURFboard SB6183 was once our pick for the best cable modem thanks to its solid performance that will satisfy most home internet customers who don't pay for high-speed service. Like the CM600, some retailers are charging more for this harder-to-track-down modem. But if you can find the SB6183 for around $60, then it's worth getting. At 5.2 x 5 x 2.1 inches, the all-white SB6183 can be tucked unobtrusively next to a router, cable box, and whatever other hardware you have on hand. The coaxial cable connector is a little too close to the power connector for my taste, but you're likely to have to deal with that only when setting up the modem. The SB6183 favors a simple row of vertical indicator lights that are easy enough to spot, though the yellow lighting can be a little hard to see if your modem's in direct sunlight. Still, it's pretty easy to glance at the SB6183 to see if there's any issue with your internet connectivity. Number 5. Netgear Nighthawk CM500. As such, this cable modem won't be for everyone. Instead, it's aimed at early adopters who are already using one of the best Wi-Fi 7 routers and have a much more expensive multi-gig internet plan. The Netgear Nighthawk CM500 is compatible with all of the major cable internet providers, including Xfinity, Spectrum, and Cox. However, to truly get the most out of this cable modem, you're better off going with Xfinity, which has 2 Gbps plans available. The Netgear Nighthawk CM500 is the most expensive cable modem on this list at $299. This is because it has a max download speed of 2.5 Gbps and a max upload speed of 1 Gbps. Most cable internet providers don't offer these kinds of speeds yet, so the Netgear Nighthawk CM500 is more of a future-proof investment compared to other, less expensive cable modems. We really like its vertical design and how it's Wi-Fi 7 ready with DOCSIS 3.1 support and a 2.5 Gbps Ethernet port. There are also 2 gigabit Ethernet ports underneath this one, which can be used for link aggregation, which is when you combine multiple network connections for increased bandwidth. The Netgear Nighthawk CM500's design is really sleek as it comes from the company's premium Nighthawk line. There's an orange light on the side and LED indicators on the front to let you know the status of your connection at a glance. If you've heavily invested in your home networking gear, the Netgear Nighthawk CM500 is the perfect cable modem to get the most out of your router or mesh Wi-Fi system and a top-tier internet plan. Number 4. Netgear CM600. While most homes opt for internet plans that promise speeds of around 100 to 300 Mbps, some people prefer higher speed service. If your plan promises download speeds that top 300 Mbps, you'll want a cable modem that can take advantage of that greater performance. Netgear's CM600 is the best cable modem for those higher speeds, though you'll pay a little bit more than you would for the CM500. Netgear's modem doesn't use the Intel Puma 6 chipset that's been blamed for latency issues with some other high-speed modems, such as the ARRIS SURFboard SB6190. There's a firmware update that resolves this issue, though ISPs roll out such updates on their own schedule. Because of that, you can expect reliable performance from the Netgear CM600 without the lags reported by users with Puma 6-powered modems. The CM600 is a little on the tall side, but it's got a funky, futuristic look. Like other Netgear modems, it has a 1-year warranty. With supplies limited at the moment, some retailers are charging more than $100 for the CM600. That price is simply too high. $80 or less is a more reasonable asking price. Number 3. Motorola MB7420. If you can find the MB7420 for $60 or less, it's hard to track down a better value. Capable of supporting speeds available to a majority of home internet plans, the MB7420 is ideal for internet plans that top out at 300 Mbps. With the MB7420 at home, Phil has enjoyed steady connectivity, and that's with multiple people stuck inside, all trying to hit the internet at once. The MB7420 isn't as tall as the Netgear CM500, our previous pick for the best cable modem, and still a good choice as you'll see below, though some people may prefer the more compact size of the ARRIS SURFboard modems. At least the MB7420 looks stylish, with rounded corners and vented sides. Its gray color should blend in well with other networking equipment. The blue and green lights on the MB7420 are bright enough to read at a distance without turning a dark room into a laser light show at night. We also found the modem easy to set up with a coaxial connector sticking out of the modem's backside at a comfortable distance from its lone Ethernet port. There's not much separating the Motorola MB7420 from the Netgear CM500, as both performed dependably when we tested each modem. But the edge goes to Motorola because it offers a 2-year warranty to Netgear's 1 year of coverage. That means better protection for your investment, as the best cable modems tend to last for several years. Number 2. Netgear CM500. Anytime you can find a new CM500 for around $50, that's a good buy. The Netgear CM500 works with the biggest cable providers and supports speeds of up to 300 Mbps, which should be enough for the vast majority of internet users out there. If you've got a high-speed plan, look for a faster modem. There's actually very little performance difference among the best cable modems in our testing, so it's seemingly slight distinctions that separate these devices. Opt for Netgear's CM500, and you'll get a modem that's just as capable as the Motorola MB7420 or the ARRIS SB6183. However, Netgear only offers a 1-year warranty, compared with 2 years for those rival modems. Netgear's 16x4 modem enjoys wide compatibility with internet service providers, and its design makes setup a breeze. At 7.3 inches, the CM500 is a little taller than the SB6183, and we found its indicator lights difficult to see, although at night, you may appreciate the lack of a light show. Number 1. ARRIS SURFboard S33. You're going to need a DOCSIS 3.1 compatible modem to take full advantage of the speeds you're paying for. The ARRIS SURFboard S33 is one such modem that's compatible with Comcast, Spectrum Cox, and most other major US cable internet providers. The ARRIS SURFboard S33 is a bit more expensive than the other cable modems in this guide, with a list price of $219, though it's usually available for around $200. For the price, you get a future-proof device that's well-suited for high-speed internet plans thanks to its gigabit and multi-gig Ethernet ports. In fact, this device can reach a top speed of 2500 Mbps. Besides its compact design, we really like that the ARRIS SURFboard S33 has a rounded front and back and plenty of vents for cooling at the top. A single large status light located right under the Surfboard logo changes depending on the device's connection status. It turns solid blue when it's connected and running in DOCSIS 3.1 mode, solid green in DOCSIS 3.0 mode, and amber when it's disconnected. If you're interested in a multi-gig router or mesh Wi-Fi system, then the ARRIS SURFboard S33 is the perfect cable modem.